Okay, we're live. Welcome to the L&J Goods Cottage release. We're so excited for a full day of fun and revelation.
Wow, revelation.
Well, no one has seen these papers.
Wow. Okay. Hi, everybody.
We're going to be live all day today from 1 all the way to 6. We've got a full schedule. And surprise, the designer for this Decoupage Queen release is Lynne, my mommy, from L&J Goods. And I'm super proud and excited for her to show you what she designed. You've got how many papers?
I think there's eight papers. Yes. This is very, very exciting. And it's the first release of the new year.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun, right?
It's pretty major, and it's the first Decoupage Queen release since I've been doing Decoupage Queen. This is my first designer.
I'm so thankful that you chose me.
Yes.
And you know that this collection I have created with, oh my goodness, so many beautiful images, vintage images, some of my own artwork. I think you're gonna like this. I hope you're gonna like this.
They're gonna love it.
Because it's just was so fun to put together, and I think that I'll be able to show you a lot of really fun ways to use these papers. I have a lot of projects that I have prepared in advance, and then we'll be sharing a simple project today with a few fun techniques. So I'm glad you're here, you guys.
Yes, me too. And remember, you have only 1 hour.
I do have
We've
1
got a
hour.
tight-
This
got
is
a
a
tight
quickie.
schedule today.
Well,
Yes.
if we don't finish it today,
Yeah.
we can finish it on Tuesday.
Yes, Mom's going to join me on Decoupage Queen on Tuesday so she can play with these papers a little bit more. We'll give you more details about that. Just one more thing before I let her turn the camera down and show you the papers. We are going to give away a mystery box today. Many of our creators will have a mystery box.
What will be in the mystery box?
It's a mystery. Watch all day. And you'll see people are using all different fun products alongside the papers, and you can win a box with a variety of those products and the full collection that Mom has created.
Wow.
Yes,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh my
You need to be
gosh.
following Decoupage Queen. You need to be following all of the creators. You need to be signed up for the Decoupage Queen newsletter. Terry, I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I can let you know by the end because she'll let me know.
She will.
Yes. And then the winner will be announced on Saturday's Creative Hour next week, and you have to be present to win. So if your name gets called and you're not there, it gets moved on to somebody else. And wouldn't that be so sad?
It would be tremendously sad.
Yes. So do all the things and let us know in the comments that you've done them, and you will be in the running to win one of these boxes.
That's very, very exciting. You guys, I am so looking forward to watching what all of the other creators are doing with these papers. And what a great way to spend Valentine's Day.
Absolutely,
right?
yes. Happy
I
Valentine's Day.
I love it.
Yes, with my sweetheart.
Oh, our sweet babies.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to step over to my computer so that I can take Mom off the screen for a sec and she can turn her camera down and show you the good stuff she's got.
Excellent. Now this is where we are gonna get so excited. Have a way to see what I'm working on.
Sure.
Yes.
I can bring my iPad over and
Oh,
show you.
that would be great.
Yes.
Thank you. Well, let's.
Okay, Mom, can we hear Mom now?
Everybody can hear.
Someone's saying there's no sound.
Okay, let me check.
Okay, they can hear you now. All set.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
We are ready to roll.
Okay.
I just want to get this a little straighter. You know
Good.
how I am. I like things nice and straight.
Yes.
That's the OCD in me. All right, guys, let's take a look at these beautiful papers. All right. Okay, the Cottage Collection, Once Upon a Cottage. I love the name that it has been given, um, because I really sometimes do feel like the cottage life is kind of a fairy tale life, but it doesn't have to be. I think anybody can embrace the cottage style, and it just means cozy, vintage, using things that you have along with curating special things for your home. It's all about cottage gardens and lovely vintage wallpapers, all the things that we think of in a cottage garden or a cottage home. And I truly do believe it's a style that we can all embrace in some little way. We live in a little cottage just north of here, right on the shores of Lake Ontario. And so a lot of my inspiration came from my home there. Also, just some of the other cottages that are along our Chateauguay Lane. So let me show you what we have here. The first three are going to be individual cottage papers. Each of them does feature a beautiful cottage garden, which I've created with some vintage wallpaper scraps and some that have even have here at L&J Goods up in the second and third floor. Those are layered in here. Some of these I have from vintage wallpaper books that I've collected. So you'll see a lot of wonderful layers here. Behind here, this is from a stencil collection that I had created, and so you'll find that repeated element through here as well. This pretty pink floral geometric design. I do want to explain that when you see the reference to Vic Seed or this kind of advertising, what I've brought into this paper collection is a little bit of my husband's grandparents. Actually were their parents, were part of the Vicks Seed family here in Rochester, New York, back in the 1800s. So some of these came directly from the Vicks Seed catalog.
I
So
think that's so cool.
it's really fun, isn't it? It's
Yes.
such a great, this just kind of embraces so many things that I love, and I hope that you love as well. So you'll get to see these repeating elements as I go on. So this is the garden cottage, and again a little different color, but still these are ledger sheets that I have in my collection. But when you look close, and I do want you to look closely, you'll see that I've even chosen dictionary pages like this. It just talks about a garden and embellishments. So those are fun things to look for as you come up close inside these papers. But there again, you'll see lots of beautiful layers. This is a little more neutral vibe, and I love that.
I love it. We have lots of friends here, Mom.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited.
Stina and Delray are here. Robin's here. Of course, Carrie's here.
Hey, you guys.
Our friends.
I'm
Hi, Andrea.
I'm so happy. I'm really happy to see you all here. This is a pretty little cottage. This is called Spring Cottage. And this you'll see again that this is from the Vic's Greenhouse, the Vic's Seed catalog. So again, just some beautiful mixed media art. You can see the pink faded in the background. I've kind of changed up the color a little bit. But this, so those are the 3 cottage papers. Honest to goodness, these would look beautiful even just framed on their own. This collection comes in a size A4 and in a size A3. And I think you'll just find so many uses for it.
For sure.
Take them apart, put them back together, layer these cottages next to each other on a garden window box, and you have like a little cottage lane. And oh my gosh, I'm giving away all my ideas.
That's okay.
That's awesome, right?
Here to inspire. Right?
I know. This is a little 4-pack. Now, what I've done here is you'll see the 3 images that I showed you over here, but I've also added another one, and there's that little Vicks seed catalog section again. Don't be afraid, guys, to even trim out these cottages, like I said, and layer them side by side and create a beautiful mixed media piece. I love the bunny in the garden. We have lots and lots of bunnies. This actually came from a mixed media piece that I did quite some time ago and shared on a live. So I just pulled him out and I popped him right in that cottage garden.
Hi, Royce.
Hey, how's everybody? Hi, Royce. Okay, this is this I called Sunny Crest. These are the Sunny Crest cottages. Are they actually? No, there's a lane near us called Sunny Crest Lane. And I love the cottages there. They're all from like the 1920s and 30s. They're just wonderful vintage cottages. And actually where we live is one of the oldest cottage communities on Lake Ontario. But here I've given you some smaller images. I'm going to show you a project that I did with this little piece a little later. This is from an actual painting that I own. That is an antique painting. And then again, I gave you a couple of other options here. These would be great on ornament blanks. They'd be great on tags, for journal cards, anything like that you can think of. And there's that Vicks seed reference once again. Lots of butterflies, all the things we love for spring.
That's maybe you already said it, but this is a great paper for journaling, I think.
It's a fabulous paper for journaling. And I did try to keep that in mind, like when I did design these, like I think, look at that, like just that as a beautiful journal cover. Like you could cover an old book with this and then layer one of these little houses over it. If you trim away, you can do so many things with these. But this one is called Spring Paper Scrap, and they are different elements of vintage wallpapers. And then I layered them in the background. It's subtle, but it's there. You can see some wallpapers that we actually have here at L&J Goods up on the second floor are these. And this is just a lovely, I love this. I love the colors. It's very fresh and springy too.
It's my favorite. That one's my favorite.
Well, I will be using this on a little project today.
Great.
This one is called Birds in the Garden. This is a nice background as well. And in fact, I'll show you it as a background.
These are rice papers. Hi, Miss Shirley. Hi, Chris.
This is a little project that I've been working on, and you can see that I just used a section of this as a background, and then I put one of the small little Sunny Crest cottages on the IOD cloche mold and surrounded it with more little cottage flowers. But I'll be finishing this up and I'll be sharing how I did that later.
So cute.
Okay, so this is called Birds in the Garden. This is a stencil that I developed and actually did a board with lots of Pentart like wall products. And then I just photographed it, shifted the colors a little bit so that I could keep this collection very cohesive, and layered some other typography over that. This is a very, very pretty paper. And again, it draws you in close. You can see all that beautiful crackle and texture in the background. And last this is the L&J Goods pink stencil background. And I can actually show you my original piece because I did pull it over here, but this is one that we created. I developed this stencil here, and then I simply photographed it and layered it with some other little words. And this one just says the woods in spring. We have a big wood. There's a lot of wooded area around our home. So again, you could just take this part and use it as a little journal card or the background page of a journal, and then layer some other ephemera over the top. So those are the 8 papers. And
I want to just quickly say, because there are some questions, and we
Okay.
did mention it at the top, the QR code on the screen, you can use that and it will link you directly to ellenjgoods.com where the papers are located to buy, along with the supplies you'll see here today that she's about to use. She made a little paint kit of coordinating colors to go along with this. We have just a few of those available. Of course, decoupagequeen.com, any of your favorite Decoupage Queen retailers, you can find these papers all day. We'll be showing them all day.
all day.
Any
I
of those
can't wait to
places.
watch.
Yep. And
Can't wait.
Each creator will have a link with the products that they are using, along with a place to get the papers.
So there they are. Those are the 8 papers in this collection. I love them. I hope that you love them. I can't wait to be inspired by what you create. But let me just give you a few ideas for some pieces that I did. You can see here, this is simply a paper mache box, and I made a little sewing box. Just reminds me of, I mean, you know, I love all things vintage. This one has some fine line crackle on it. I've put some Pinch Art glossy varnish, the antique, over the outside edge, but I paired them together, wrapped this with a little cloth measure tape, but inside, there you go. But think about, you know, those paper mache boxes, and what a sweet little housewarming gift this would be to include, you know, some baked cookies or whatever candies, whatever you want to put in there.
I love that. I loved when you added the little tape.
The tape measure.
It's just perfect. It's so cute.
Yep, it's so fun. And yeah, so this, yeah, I love this. And you can see, like, I turned this particular background paper, I turned it sideways. So it looks good no matter how you use it. So that is our little sewing box.
Hi, Marnie. We can't wait to see you in person.
And just so you know, yes, with Pinch Art's textile medium, you and decoupage for textiles.
Yep, the fabric medium.
Fabric medium. I simply took a simple canvas bag and I just put this right over top. What I decided to do is I chose the paper that had this kind of background here, and it was, lo and behold, I didn't have to do any paint blending, nothing. It just kind of blended right into the color of that canvas. And that works for me. What a great little book bag or market bag. So that is done on a canvas bag.
And easier than you would think to do.
Easy.
Yeah.
So easy. Let's see. This one is fun. I took an IKEA lantern and we painted it white, sprayed it with glossy paint, and then I took those little the pack of 4 cottages, the little ones.
Yes.
Can't remember the name of it.
4-pack, I think.
Yeah, okay. And I just did a reverse decoupage on these and created this upscale little lantern. I hope you can see it. I know it's going to glare a little bit.
It will look so cute when you can put a little candle in there.
Absolutely. And it really does show up. You could also, I mean, you could even pop the door open. You can, you know, put a beautiful greenery in there, do a battery operated candle, whatever you like. But it's so super cute. Filled with fairy lights. It would be darling as well if you don't want to do the candle thing.
Yes, thank you, Terry. All of the rules to win the mystery box are in the description as well. Okay, so make sure you follow those. The bag, Mom, is that wipe clean only, would you say?
Yes, I always say that. I mean, you may be able to gently wash it, but to me, you want to do a fabric decoupage on something that you can easily spot clean. So, or, like put it on the back of a denim jacket or put it on a canvas bag that you're not using frequently. You can, and what I've done too is I have actually decoupaged on panels that I can easily remove. You can attach them with Velcro, or snaps to a tote bag or a project. A pillow even would be
Yeah.
cute.
A pillow would be very cute.
Yes.
Sue says a little miniature fairy landscape inside that lantern would be so
Oh
cute.
my
gosh,
goodness, how adorable would that be? And
So-
in that case, what I might do is I might decoupage on the reverse side
Yes.
too, so that on the inside you can see all the cottages as well. That would be
Okay.
super cute.
That would be so
Adorable.
cute. Yes.
Adorable. Yes. Thank you. That is a lovely idea. That's why I love this community. I really do, because what I can't think of, somebody else will. And that's how we all inspire each other.
Terry says handmade equals hand wash.
Oh, I like that,
That's right.
Terry. And you know something? That's true. Even back in the day when I used to make all of my own clothing, and yeah, I don't recall ever putting it like in a washing machine, or I might have done it on a gentle cycle and then hung it to dry. But
Yeah.
but
Most of my clothes I do like that.
right. And yeah, you want to preserve that for as long as you can. This was a tray I had left over from Christmas, and it had a Santa in there. And
Bye, Santa.
I had far too many of these trays. So I loved the colors here. And I thought it worked well with this more neutral. But what I did here is I extended the cottage garden. I extended the paper by just using coordinating paints. And you can see here that I just use coordinating paints to blend it over to the edge. One of my favorite things to do is to blend those decoupage papers into a solid background to make it look like they're bigger than what they are. And it's easy to do. I added a little IOD label here, but imagine, I mean, you could also use this as a tray.
Yeah.
But I just put a little hanger on the back, and this will hang up for just decor. Lots of spatters, super, super pretty. This I had fun doing, even though I stressed about it to begin with.
It would look great even with pouring glaze.
Yeah, it would. So you can see that all of the things that I've created, I'm thinking about home and home, cottages, gifting, neighbors, visiting with others. I think that's kind of a long lost art that we take something and share with the folks that we're visiting. I want to show you these. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit, you guys. These are coasters. These are flat porcelain coasters. And I decoupage these cottages on each of them. And then I, put the cork back on them. And I used our amazing casting resin, the clear, and 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 laid that over the top, watched for any drips, then gave that 24 hours to dry, and then I just added Pentart Pigment Fix with gold pigment, my favorite gold paint, to do the edges. So I think these are really fun. Isn't that so sweet? What a great little way to bundle those up in a pretty ribbon and offer them to a neighbor or a friend that you're visiting.
Love them.
These I love so much, so much.
No, it's not a vintage tray. She just made it look vintage.
And my last piece is an Amazon find, all right? And let me show you this. These are just little storage drawers, little wood storage drawers. And I used the wallpaper, I'm sorry, the spring, I gotta look at the name. spring paper scraps, just decoupaged those on the drawer. Has a very patchworky look, and did a little stencil. I think this one is Spring Damask.
It looks like
Decoupage
Yep.
Queen. I did that with modeling paste, so there's a little texture there. And then I took some copper wax and I just kind of rubbed it here and there. So it almost has a copper patina look to it.
Yeah.
But that color is so stunning with this particular paper right here. And I think in that little kit, there's one called,
Turquoise.
there's turquoise, but there's that other green,
Country green.
not country green, the other one.
Okay.
Um,
I don't have it in front of me, but I can find out.
yeah, it has this type of a tone to it. So there you go. There are my projects. Now, I can't wait to see all of yours, but I would love to share something with you today. Let's work on this. Again, I love vintage. I like just going down to the basement and finding a board. Okay, and I know you're going to want the dimensions, so hold up while I get that.
Debbie says we need a live on the coasters. I think we could do that.
Oh, that would be so fun. So this is 18, this is about 20 and a half by 11, okay? 20 and a half by 11. Now, here's my thing.
Pine green. Thank you, Sue.
Pine green, yes.
Hi, Shannon.
This paper, you can see, isn't a good fit. So today what I'm going to show you is how we're going to split this in half. Then I'm going to take one of these IOD oval frames and put that in the middle. So we're going to split this and then we'll patch in where we need to here. And again, that is one of the things that I love so much about working with rice papers. It's so easy to kind of blend them together and make them work when you need to fill in a space like we have here today. So, okay, this is my first time doing this. So let's hope I can make it happen without having to let's say to get another paper because I want to make the most out of this. So let's take a look. See, I really don't have that much here that I would need to trim away or to fill in. So what I'm going to do is I am going to.
Sorry, Mom, quickly.
Yeah,
the
go
wooden
right ahead.
box, was that an A3 that you used?
I can look at that. No, I used the A4 and just kind of broke it up into strips.
I don't think so.
Hi.
Is that possible? Because look, Mom.
Huh. Yeah, you may be right.
Yeah,
I think
it
I
looks
did.
like just one A3 and only
Mhm.
one of them you would need.
Okay, and I really want a little bit of this kind of background board and paint to show. So I want to give this a random tear and see how then it doesn't come all the way to the end. I like that.
Hi, Mary Casey.
What I want this to look like is kind of old peeling wallpaper that you might find in an old house.
Do you ever use primed duck canvas?
It would be essentially the same thing,
Okay.
I would say.
What is primed duck canvas?
Duck canvas is a heavier canvas that is very often used for upholstery or creating making bags. It's just a heavier weight, but there's all different weights of canvases. So
Okay.
but see how I'm allowing the rice paper to kind of randomly come apart here so that I see a little bit of that background. And I might even pull this over a little. I think I will. Let me pull this over just a bit.
Susie says, this collection is right up my garden alley. There is one cottage that looks just like my grandparents' farmhouse. I am in love. Great ideas.
Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, and let me take this apart, and then we'll get this. So you see what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm just going to tear off bits of this because this is all scrappy and kind of mishmatched anyway. So I think I'll do something like that.
Hey, Patricia.
Let's do something like that, and I'll just check this again. And I'm telling you guys, once that is blended on there, you're never going to know that we pieced that together. So, and we'll just take a little scrap of this. That's one of the things I love about these kind of the digital collages that we can create, because it allows you to have an oopsie, or to to just patch in and adjust where you need to.
Hi,
I think I
Ashley.
might do that instead because I love that. Okay, let's get started with laying this down. I'm just going to use decoupage varnishing glue.
Sue said it's a patchwork anyway, so bits and pieces are perfect.
Absolutely. That's exactly how I feel. And you know what I was thinking? I was working on so many projects at once, Megan, that I put the Silky Shine on here, but that was actually something that I used on another project. So I'm just using decoupage varnishing glue. Oh, I know where I'm going to use the Silky Shine, inside that frame. That's where I'm going to use it. All right, so
Tracy, you can find links to the papers in the description or using that QR code on the screen. They are Ellen J. Goods by Decoupage Queen or Decoupage Queen by Ellen J. Goods.
one or the other. Yep,
Yes.
yep. I do want to mention, just as an aside here, this board, you can see that there's some bleed through. It's been trapped inside of the bin shellac based primer, so we don't have to worry about this bleeding through. But you do want to be careful when you're using vintage wood pieces, because they can have a tendency to bleed through. So I always would say, if you can practice, do a little practice bit on the back of your wood, or no matter what you're doing, even if you're decorating, doing a little box like the Amazon box. I don't know what kind of wood that is. So I practiced just on one of the drawers, or on the underneath you could do, or on the side or a back. And just try a little bit. When you do a little practice bit, it's so much better than having to redo an entire piece.
Yes, Terry says the links are pinned at the bottom. Terry, you're meaning at the bottom of the comments? I just want to make sure I'm saying the right thing. Oh, yes, Lori. She said I could see this as a feature wall in a little girl's bedroom or a half bathroom.
Wouldn't that be pretty?
Readily available to ship. We have A4 and A3, but we can get papers all the way up to size A0 by sample order.
Yeah.
So if you did want something very big of any of our papers, that's possible.
Okay. And you'll just have to remind me of my time. What I do want to do is make sure that I get my other little piece on.
You're at 134. You're doing
great. Great. Good.
Don't get too comfortable, but you're doing great.
I know, right? Oh, gosh. Well, I wonder what everybody's doing for well, we know what you're all doing on Valentine's Day.
That's why I say Valentine's Day is for the girls.
It really is, yeah.
What will we have for lunch today, Mom?
Oh my gosh, Megan, I brought a frozen dinner.
Oh, that's not going to do.
It's not acceptable to you?
Maybe we need to order a nice lunch for ourselves.
Right?
To celebrate Valentine's Day. and this beautiful release.
It's so, I love it so much. I really do. This is kind of overlapping. So you know what? I'm just gonna, while this is wet, I'm gonna tear a little bit of that off of here. And let's see some of that wood peek out from behind.
Good question. What, Mom, can I see what size decoupage medium you're using?
Sure.
The bottle?
Oh, yes, this is the
Okay.
biggie. This is the big one.
Standard, I wouldn't call it this
500.
standard size. We carry the matte in the 500 milliliter in a squeeze bottle like that. But all of the different decoupage mediums come in 50, 100, and 230. The regular matte is the only one that comes in the 500.
Okay, and remember, we're gonna patch this in up at the top, and I promise you, no one will notice that it's been patched.
Angela said I ditched my husband for this. Yes.
That's so funny, Angela. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Oh yes, Marnie, I bet you are so busy. She said I'm finishing the last orders of flowers. It's been a very long week.
Oh, I bet,
I'm
Marnie.
curious, Marnie, do all the husbands descend like the day before or the day of? That's what often happens at L&J Goods on Christmas Eve.
They
We
do
get
too.
an influx of husbands buying gift certificates or just blindly wandering around the store. Just realized it's Christmas.
So there we go. We've got this now all ready. And yeah, it looks a little funky there, but we're going to add an oval frame. This is one of the IOD new ovals. Look at, when I put that on there, you would never know, never, ever know that this was blank behind this.
Well, now they all know.
Well, now you all know. But if you don't want to do this, you could use, I also listed in the collection list, this is a little L&J Goods decoupage scalloped oval. You could use something like this. You could also use just an oval panel. This is a 9-inch oval panel. We have these as in the list in our supply list as well. So you have a few different options. But since these are brand new, I just love using them. So
that's an A3, right, Mom, that you're using?
This is an A3. Now we're going to grab one of our papers, and I am going to get a, let's see, we're going to test this out to see which one will fit in here. And I think it's going to be this one in the A3. This is the one. And I like that typography, so I'm thinking I might use this.
Hey, Sandra.
But I also, no. I think we're going to come back to the bunny. We're going to come back to that bunny. And I'm going to get this. That'll be kind of like.
Nancy's going to see the Alice in Wonderland ballet with her niece and daughter. That sounds lovely.
It does.
Hi, Trees.
Let's just cut this out. This one's a little bit lighter and brighter, so I think that will work well there.
Good morning, Bree.
Okay, so we'll pop that aside. And then I am going to kind of line up. I want the bottom of this right at the bottom. And I want the centered. That way we get a little bit of that pink background in there, which I adore. And it'll pick up that pink from here. It just all works together. I'm just using my fingernails to.
I can't believe that.
You can't?
Of course I can.
Then
I Terry has the tool just for that.
Probably. Let me carefully trim this out. And so what I did is I base coated this entire piece with white paint. You can use the acrylic, you can use a Pentart, like the white acrylic primer, whatever you want.
This is going to be cute, I can tell.
I think it is too. Okay. And we are going to decoupage that in. That is so adorable. That is adorable. Adorable. Okay, but the first thing that I want to do is
That out of the
get
middle.
that out of there. Let's see if I can, I'll lift it with a little piece of tape.
That was brave.
Well, it's a very worn tape that
Okay.
was holding down my other paper, so I knew that it wasn't going to pull up any of the fibers or tear the decoupage paper. I mean, come on, look at that. This
It's
is
so
adorable, even
There,
as
you
an
get it
Easter
stuck in
egg.
there again.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Before I decoupage this down, let's go ahead and paint this edge right here with the delicate.
The delicate metallic rose gold, which is really all of the
Megan's favorite.
metallics are like my favorite thing that I've used so far. I learned about it from Terry. Unless you've tried them, you can kind of see when you watch someone use them, but until you try them, how could you describe?
Oh, they're like,
Butter.
I know. It's like, I don't want to like use food terms,
I
but
know, but
yeah,
it's
they are
so-
so incredible.
The word delicate is right, but they're so highly pigmented.
Yeah.
A lot of the time you need one coat and you're
Mhm.
good. And for a metallic, that's saying a lot.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
They just go on so nicely. It's unlike anything I've ever tried.
So when you're dealing with really good quality products that are highly pigmented, these are beautiful pigments and they come at a cost. But
That's
again,
too.
like, I mean, this is like one coat right here
Yeah,
over white paint.
yeah.
So this little guy right here will go a long, long way.
Yes.
I'm just going to work right out of the lid. Look at that. Get a really nice brush. I'm using these are the ones that we have on our website. There's like a whole kit of them, but you could also use like our zebra brushes. You just want something with a nice point, a nice sharp edge. You don't want to use an old brush, but when you use a really good brush, especially to do this kind of detail work, it literally just makes your job so easy.
Terry says it's the only metallic that doesn't need black under it.
Yeah, it's incredible. And you know, I mean, when you try to put a metallic over white, sometimes it can be a little tricky.
Yeah. Yeah, look at this already.
I know. Like I'm thinking I'm probably not even going to need to add a second coat.
If you did, it could just be for fun.
It would be. Yeah, because I love using it.
so
It's
nice to use.
it's so nice. Yeah.
And there's quite a few colors.
There are. Mhm. Okay, then we're going to go right along this inside edge. Hopefully our time is good.
You're at 144.
Okay.
It's okay. If you don't finish it,
We can
I think
finish
we'll
it.
see you again.
Oh, I just want you guys to see the whole effect.
Yeah. What do you know what you're going to do around the outside?
I
part?
do.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I do. And I've got it ready to roll.
It's very relaxing to watch you
It
do
really
that.
is, isn't it? It's sometimes not as relaxing to do it. Because
Especially when you have a clock ticking in front of you.
when I have a clock ticking and knowing, I always say this, like, oh, great, I'm live. So,
Someone said it's Olympic crafting.
yes.
Watch the clock.
Bum, ba-da, bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. We need to have a crafting Olympics.
Yes. Well, Royce is starting a big competition.
Yes,
which I'm
she
excited about.
is. Yes, she is.
I believe Pentart will be a sponsor for that.
Is that right?
Yes.
That's
We've been
awesome.
in talks.
Wow. That is exciting. I
Yes.
believe I might be one of the judges.
Oh, so you can't enter anything.
No, that's okay.
Maybe I'll enter something.
You should.
I don't think so. Although that box I made, I could enter. I'm very proud of that.
That is beautiful.
I gave it away. I would have to get it back.
Okay, so there we go. We've got that pretty edge. You know how on vintage or antique frames, we've got that, like a lot of times we have the, oops, I just stuck my arm in.
That's a cute top, Mom.
Thank you, TJ Maxx.
Oh my God.
Well, you saw it in my
That was one
YouTube
of the ones
video.
from the video?
Yes, this is
Okay.
the one from
Not
the video.
everyone knows, but Mom vehemently denies being a Maxinista, and yet so much evidence to the contrary.
Oh, that was so funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you haven't checked out that video, it was a few back. It was pretty funny. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what I did with this frame right here is I did a couple of things. I took my sander and I kind of softened the edges around here just to give it a little bit of a curve. It's not evident. I know it's not evident to you. I was trying something and was hoping that I could get this really rounded like an antique frame, but I would have been sanding for ages.
It is important though when you're using like a raw wood like that, and then you paint it, it might raise the wood grain. So then you like
Absolutely. Yep.
sand that
Yep.
a little bit.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, Susan, if you haven't tried that metallic paint, you really need to.
This is Country Green, one of my very favorite colors. And here's what I did. I sanded this after and then painted it with white. Now, you can't see, but also what I did is I took a beeswax block. You could also use a little bit of wax, like the Pentar clear wax. And here and there, I added a little bit of that beeswax. So that creates a resist. And hopefully after this would, after this dries, we would be able to sand this, and lo and behold, it would easily reveal that white underneath.
I want to say there's a delicate metallic that has almost a similar color to that country green.
Is that right?
Yeah, right? Like this. Wouldn't this coordinate nicely?
Oh my gosh, it
Almost the
sure
same.
would.
And
Yeah,
that's
it's
called
beautiful.
Greenish silver. Wow, it's almost exactly the same, but metallic.
So I won't do the whole outside of this in front of you guys.
Hi, Toy.
Hi, Toy.
Lou said, perfect color. I thought you would go that way.
Is that right, Lou? Now, how would you know? Have you kind of already figured out my color palette, what I like?
Well, look at the paper next to you.
I know, I know.
And I think I said at the beginning, I'm not sure, but in the L&J Goods collection, we have made a kit of the colors that Mom chose to coordinate with.
And there's not many because it's kind of like a little pilot.
Yes,
program.
We're trying it out.
Yeah.
We'd love to start doing it with every collection that we come out with for the artists to choose.
Coordinating papers.
Yep. But you'll be seeing these colors throughout the day because, well, I don't know.
Don't tell. Don't tell.
People they should have at least one or two or three even in their mystery box. But they don't have to use them. So we'll see.
Okay, guys, I don't want to hurry for this part. So I'm not gonna do the inside right now. I'll save that for later. So you don't have to see all of that. Let me quickly dry this and then we'll see if we can sand that back.
Yes, Angela, that's what I was just talking about. There's a L&J Goods has a 6-pack of colors that she.
And they're just
Yep,
these
okay,
little
you see,
ones,
her
right?
bags are
These are
perfect.
the little,
Yep,
the
50
50 mLs.
But of course, I know lots of you have lots of colors, so you can get them individually as well.
Yeah, they're just little snack size.
But they go a long way.
This is Country Rose. And I just love this. I thought I know how I'm going to use that. we might be finishing this
I
on.
think it was vintage leather.
No, this is Country Rose, but see, I have these IOD blossoms molds. I've already pre-painted one because that's gonna
Yes, we will be finishing this Tuesday. So
Tuesday. Yes. But I can give you a general idea of what it's gonna look like.
Yes, and we will send an email and let you know what time on Tuesday, because I don't know if you know what time.
I have no idea what time, Megan.
Good time, a great time. The time's good for everyone. Tuesday.
We can just go at our normal live time at 1:30.
The filming of it was done from that day. Maybe he'll give us a break.
Oh, I forgot about that.
You might as well stay on here.
I could also finish it on Monday.
So the links to find this full collection are pinned in the comments. You can also use the QR code on the screen. You can go to Decoupage Queen, you can go to lnjgoods.com, or any of your favorite Decoupage Queen retailers that may carry the whole collection.
Grab a little piece of rough, I mean, not rough, but very worn.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know Terry's ears perked up when we saw that.
So right where I put that, where I laid the beeswax down, it's just coming back so easily. But oh my goodness, you could use some, I think I would want to wax this a little maybe, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Because this is so matte, I think I would like to wax this and give it just a little touch of sheen.
I think you should.
Okay.
Of course, I think.
So look at that, just that aged effect, just using a little beeswax, or like I said, you can use a little wax. And just sand back that edge. Okay, now let's get this guy down. This is going to be with the Pentart Silky Shine. Mine is almost empty.
Do you need me to get you some?
Oh, no, no, no. I'm going to use this up. I mean, honest to goodness, I wish now I hadn't started painting that, because that would be pretty even with that little white band in there, but it's okay. I can decide if I want to paint it.
Whatever you want. Sue said the only time she uses pink is with green.
Is that right, Sue?
It's very spring.
It's so spring.
I
keep looking at this and seeing like an Easter egg. I just, oh,
I was seeing that too.
So let's get this guy in here, and I'm kind of lining up.
Careful, you're getting silky shine all over your country road.
Oh, I sure am.
Yes, I believe on L&J Goods we have these together as a pack. Like you can get the whole collection bundled as a pack.
And here we go. I'm just gonna lift that up.
Sue, pink's my favorite.
Oh, I love pink. Yeah, see what I did?
But I know there are a lot of people who just are not pink.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
What's she looking for?
Just a little something to lift this, because I gotta get my finger.
Sue said she doesn't even own pink paint. If she needs it, she makes her own.
You make it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Our friend Leah also does not like pink, but she knows how much I like it, so she'll wear it. Whatever pink thing she has in her closet, she'll wear it when she sees me. She's so sweet. Your head's in a bit, Mom.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I know these colors are wonderful, aren't they?
Okay, now I can get this coated. And this is Silky Shine. So I love that it's going to give just that little bit of little bit of sheen to this.
She does need a pokey tool, Therese. Everyone does.
I have 27 different kinds of pokey tools. Everything, Trees, everything from let's see, a blunt end of a scissors to my fingernails to
But those pokey tools are kind of cool.
So let me show you how this is going to lay on here. Oh my gosh, you guys. These are from the Blossoms mold from IOD. And I just took a few little pieces. Those are going to lay on here. These have been, I have bonding primer on these, and then I also have a little bit of white acrylic paint. Let me get just a touch of the Country Rose. And we're going to use some more of the green, Country Green. Everything is coordinating today. And I'm just wiping just a little bit on those leaves.
I would expect we'll get more IOD ovals probably next week.
Yes, they have shipped to us.
Oh, there's lots of other options.
Mm-hmm. So I'm keeping this really faded. You could even do just a touch of white in that.
I may be able to add them as a pre-order today. We'll see.
I know they shipped. Okay. What? How's my time?
No, just they have not shipped.
They haven't?
Not
Oh, we have something coming.
yes, we do.
Okay.
But those are gone.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so a little touch of green here and there. And yeah, this is the part I really wanted you guys to see too. Let's do a little Country Rose.
But we'll come back and finish. It's okay. They love it.
And I'm just putting this, just a little slight touch of the Country Rose. I do want to show you how cute this all comes together. Keeping this part really faded. My dear sweet friend Gia loves Country Rose, and she's always shared her favorite Pentart colors with me.
So the bunny molds. Oh, so sad. We won't be getting any more until at least March, right, Mom?
Yeah.
Because IOD is sold out, so we can't get any more.
Yep.
Do you paint your molds first before you add color?
I do. I do.
Or prime them, right?
This is antiquing gel in the brown, and I'm just going to, I'm wetting my brush, wetting it on here. And then I'm just wiping away the excess and letting it kind of just get down in the cracks. See, I don't want a real dark brown in there.
Okay, we have just about a minute left, Mom, so we do have to
Okay.
wrap it up and have your camera turned back.
Let me show you what I'm going to do with these. I'm going to glue these on here like this. And I'm going to take this teeny little bird's nest that I just took off of another bird's nest. And I'm going to pop that in the corner here with a few little eggs. And I'll lay these are just pulled off of a vine that I had here. And this will be how it goes. How sweet is that?
Lou, of course, I don't think cracking the small picture would be too much.
Crackling, I know,
love
right?
crackling everything. Okay,
I know.
Mom, are you ready to turn your camera?
I'm ready,
back
you
on?
guys. And then I'll put a little pink ribbon up there and voila, there we go. Isn't that pretty?
Okay. Oop. There you go. Well
that-
done.
That was fun.
Well done. Well
Thanks.
done. Love it. You did a great job.
It was fun. That
So
was fun, you
remember
guys.
to follow all the rules in the description if you want to win a mystery box. And stay tuned. Terry will be on next with Linda, right?
That's so
Look at my list.
exciting.
Linda from Circle Heart Creation. So stay tuned. She's going to be coming right up. As soon as I end this, we'll be going right into the next one.
Fabulous. It was so fun hanging out with you guys today. I can't wait to see what you create with Once Upon a Cottage Collection.
Yes. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.